Today we're going to show you how we make beef jerky here at Bringhurst and offer a few tips for those of you who want to make it at home. The main piece of equipment you'll need is something in which to dry the jerky. This can be done in a dehydrator, a smoker, or an oven. You'll also need a sharp butcher knife, a jerky seasoning kit, and a bowl or Ziploc bag in which to marinate the meat. Most dehydrators and smokers come with specific directions for making jerky. Be sure to read those directions carefully. Now let's select our meat. It's best to use a lean cut. Flank and brisket are popular choices, but we make our beef jerky from round because it delivers excellent flavor, texture, and value. You'll want to start by trimming away the excess fat and gristle. During the drying process, the meat will lose about 2/3 of its weight, so you'll need 3 pounds of meat to make 1 pound of jerky. We slice our jerky with the grain because we prefer the stringier texture that results. How thick should your slices be? This is largely a matter of taste. We like slices that are about 1/4 inch thick. Cut thinner slices if you prefer a crispier jerky. Freezing the meat for 1 to 2 hours prior to slicing will make it easier to cut thin, even slices. Using a meat slicer saves time and helps ensure that the slices are of a consistent thickness. Once your beef is sliced, it's flavoring time. We make our jerky using a proprietary blend of spices and natural flavors. We also use curing salt to inhibit the growth of bacteria. We put our strips of round into the tumbler, add a small amount of water, then pour in our seasonings and curing salt. The tumbler works the flavor into the meat. If you don't have a tumbler at home, don't worry. Marinating the meat in a glass bowl or Ziploc bag works great too. Once the flavor has been fully absorbed into the meat, we lay the strips out on racks, carefully arranging them to take full advantage of the surface space. Use racks with a non-stick surface or coat them with vegetable oil. Don't use solid surfaces like baking sheets. They won't allow the air to circulate around the jerky, and it won't dry properly. We dry our jerky in a smoker because real hickory smoke delivers a depth of flavor that can't be matched. The smoking process we use eliminates harmful bacteria. If you're oven drying your jerky, you'll need to be sure that the meat reaches an internal temperature of 160 degrees. One method is to sandwich the stem of a meat thermometer between 2 of the beef slices, then place it in a 170-degree oven until the thermometer reaches 160. Decrease the oven temperature to 150, or as close to 150 as your oven will allow, until the drying process is complete. Drying usually takes between 4 and 8 hours, but could take more or less time depending on conditions. Be sure to check the jerky periodically and remove it from the oven once it reaches your desired texture. That's it. Your jerky's ready to eat. Stored in an airtight container, and your jerky will last up to 2 months at room temperature, although it will probably disappear before then.